13th Basement is the brainchild of haunt influencer Christine Barger. After reviewing escape rooms and haunts for almost a decade, she finally took the leap to creating her own game, which is both a parody and love letter to horror escape rooms. Christine talks to us about the design decisions she made, largely fueled by frustrations and preferences noted from her own experience of reviewing games. In this preview, she talks about the onboarding process.
I think the experience of 13th Basement starts in the lobby. It starts with the way you're delivering the rules, which are also equal parts sincerely, these are the rules, and also we're making fun of escape room onboarding. So let's talk about that. How does that work?
So I thought it would be really funny to make a poster, since every horror game seemed to turn into Saw 10 years ago. Right? Like you'd be playing the horror game and suddenly there's like a little guy on a tricycle or the voice changer comes on and you want to play a game. We're like, why is this Saw? Suddenly Saw. Exactly. And then I said, what if we took the bear trap that we're poking fun at Saw in our game, the idea that everyone turned into Saw. What if we took that and we put it on the poster and we made a parody poster for the game that explained what you're getting into? So that way, new players know what to expect, and enthusiasts don't get mad when they show up and there's a directional lock in the room. And so we made this poster that looks like a Saw poster, but it tells you at the bottom in the credits everything you're about to experience. And so when you come into the lobby, we do the normal, like, welcome, make sure you sign the waivers, all of that stuff. And then we read the poster to you in case you didn't read it and tell you this is really what you're about to experience. And it's a directional lock with way too many directions, crawling for the sake of crawling. You better know how to use a locker lock because we're not going to show you how to use one. You know, like that's our game in a nutshell. And so enthusiasts sometimes will come in and they'll like laugh and roll their eyes like, yeah. We're like, no, that's the game you signed up for. And if that's not the game you want to play, you shouldn't play because you're going to hate it. This is the game. We've just told you. We're not lying to you. And then when they get at the end, they're like, oh, that directional lock. We're like, but we told you. Expectations were set. Don't be mad at us. It's not our fault. You didn't like the directional lock. But yeah, and then we go into the horror like video because you have to have a killer video. And our killer is the most amazing actor I've ever seen in an escape room video. His name is Chad. And
it's a great video.
He was Jesse in the Fast and Furious franchise. Well, I guess he was only in the first one. Spoiler alert, he died in the first one. But yeah, and he's this incredible actor, and he came in and he did it.
I am also an escape room enthusiast and a horror fanatic. Therefore, I built a horror-themed escape room. You are about to experience my masterpiece. I have included all the best kinds of puzzles, counting puzzles, searching, directional locks, and blacklight. You are about to experience the greatest escape room of all time.
He's a friend of mine, and he always dies in things. And we said, Chad, would you want to be a killer instead of dying in something? And he's like, yeah, that'd be fun. And so he did it, and he's so creepy. And he looks like he's looking right at the audience. And he like winks at you and like blows you kisses. And he's like, it's so good. And at this one point in the video, it's my favorite thing. He like looks off to the left for, I don't know what he was looking at. Probably we dropped something off camera and he was just glancing at it. I don't know. Maybe it was a moment that he took. But when we were doing the open captions on the video, I noticed it. And it's right after he says, if you cut anything else, you cut one zip tie in the game. If you cut anything else, you're an idiot. And there's a slight pause and he looks down to the left. And we did no edits in the video. It's all one take. And so I just added in the open captions, looks for idiot. And it's my favorite moment.
It's a good moment.
Because if people are watching and reading along, whoever's standing in that far right spot of their line is the idiot at that moment. because he looks right at them. And they'll even be like, yo, Joe, he just looked right at you, man. You're the idiot. Like, that's how I know they're engaged in the video.
Listen to the rest of the episode now by becoming a patron at the Search Win level for access to all of the Spoilers Club episodes. To join, visit patreon.com/roomescapeartist, and for more details on the different escape rooms that we've covered, visit roomescapeartist.com and search under the podcast tab for Spoilers Club.